Hello everyone, I am Sutapa Datta. Welcome to my channel Sutapa's Biology. My today's topic is oogenesis. That is the second part of the gametogenesis. In my last video, I have told you about the spermatogenesis, and this is the oogenesis. Now, oogenesis has some similarity with the spermatogenesis, but in many cases, these are different, and I think it's more complex than the spermatogenesis. Now, oogenesis, in oogenesis, it's the formation of ovum inside the ovary and it's divided into three subdivisions. Those subdivisions are: number one, multiplication phase, growth phase, like the spermatogenesis, and number three is maturation phase. Here the oogenesis starts from a germinal epithelium of the ovary. In my in female reproductive system, in that video I have told you that in the germinal epithelium the cells are there which form the follicular cells or bird egg nest, and then it will form the gradually primary oocyte, secondary oocyte, and ultimately the final one. So now I am giving the diagram of this oogenesis, and it starts from the germinal epithelium, and that's known as oogonium or ovum mother cell or egg mother cell, anything. Oogonium, I am writing only this one, the scientific term is oogonium, like the spermatogonium in spermatogenesis. This is oogonium, and its chromosomal complement is also twin, like the spermatogonium. These are also twin cells, and round cells. These are also round cells, like the spermatogonium. These all cells are twin. They increase their number in multiplication phase or multiplication phase. They increase their number by mitosis. So here also the first division is taking place, that is the mitosis. And in mitosis we know that the one cell will produce two cells of the same chromosomal complement. So here each cell will produce two identical cells, and these all are oogonium. Now among them, some will enter in the next phase, that is the growth phase. Up to this, it's known as the multiplication phase. In each step, the number of the twin cells are increasing in number, you are saying. All these are of twin complement, chromosomal complement. And this phase is known as, subphase is known as, up to this subphase, it's known as multiplication phase. Multiplication phase. Next, starting from the twin oogonium or egg mother cell, egg mother cell. Here from the next will be the primary oocyte. It will increase in the size in the growth phase and will form the primary oocyte. These are larger in size than the spermatogonium, and they have the chromosome complement also twin, and these are primary oocyte. like this primary spermatocyte in spermatogenesis. Here it's primary oocyte, and this phase is known as, this subphase is known as growth phase. Next is after growth phase. Next is the formation of, this is the starting of the maturation phase, and here the different thing, a unique thing takes place, which was not present in the spermatogenesis. This is the unequal division. And what's the unequal division? That is the reduction division will be unequal, and that's why they will produce two unequal cells. The nucleus is same in the two cells, but the cytoplasm will be less in one cell than other. One is of the same size like the primary oocyte, smaller than the primary oocyte, but other is very small in size, and that's known as first polar body. Now, what's the polar body? Actually, the role of the polar body will degenerate later. As in case of spermatogenesis, we have seen that from one spermatogonium, 4 sperms are produced of incomplement and all are functional. But in case of the oogenesis, the different is that unlike the spermatogenesis, here the cells only functional ovum will be produced in one oogenesis cycle, only one will be produced, not the 4. So what's about the other 3? Other 3 will form the polar bodies, and that those polar bodies will be degenerated. Why? What's the function of polar body? Why they are formed? It's thought that the polar body reduces the chromosomal bulk of the ovum, and which facilitates the fertilization, which makes the fertilization is. So for that reason, the polar body is present. So polar body has very small cytoplasm, the protoplasm or cytoplasm, anything. It's the unequal reduction division 1. Reduction division 1, that is meiosis 1, will produce 2 unequal cells, and one is the secondary oocyte and another will be polar body. This is secondary oocyte. And this one is polar body. So this is after the in the starting of the maturation phase. So this is the maturation phase. And polar body is formed. Now this reduction division 2 will take place after this, and in reduction division 2, it's again the unequal division. But that it will form one oocyte and the third polar body. Why it's third? I'm explaining that also. It's the third polar body. With the oocyte. Third polar body, and this is oocyte. These all are in. So after reduction division 1, these are in, all are in. Now, why it's third polar body? As the firstly formed polar body will again divide to form 2 polar bodies. It will also go to the reduction division 2, and it will form 2 polar bodies, which are first and second polar bodies. Now there is no existence of this polar body is completely divided to form 2 another polar bodies, which are first and second polar bodies. So this is first and this is second polar body. So 3 polar bodies are formed here 3 polar bodies which will degenerate, which will be degenerated later. These are the formation of 3 polar bodies. Now, another thing very important to tell you, before that I am telling that this is forming the ovum or egg. The final production of this is egg or ovum, which will be fertilized by the sperm to form the embryo. And this is the zygote and then embryo. So this is ovum or egg. Now, very important thing I have to tell you about this, that this reduction division, after this reduction division 1, the ovum get released from the ovary. The Graafian follicle, I've told you in my video, the female reproductive system. In female reproductive system, I've told you that Graafian follicle ruptures during ovulation and ovum get released from mature Graafian follicle. Now, after this ovulation will take place in this stage, that is in secondary oocyte stage. This will be discharged from the ovary. So, about this division will take place after the fertilization. If fertilization takes place, then this stage we shall get, that is the formation of complete ovum or egg will be there. If there is no fertilization, if the secondary oocyte get degenerated, so it will be degenerated in the form of secondary oocyte. That is, meiosis 1 is must in all ovum, but meiosis 2 is only possible after the fertilization. Before that, it will not take place. So this is a very important information about this for your competitive exams also. This is very important information, that the question comes in this manner, that in which phase the ovum get released from the ovary. That is in secondary oocyte stage. Okay, that is the maturation phase. In the secondary oocyte stage, the ovum get released from the ovary, and after fertilization, the complete divisional phase takes place, and then the zygote will form from the ovum and sperm. Now, in this video, I have told you about the oogenesis, and I have already given you many videos, and I am suggesting you and I am requesting you also that if you have any problem in any point of these topics, you please ask me in the comment box. You please write that in the comment box. I will obviously I will give you the reply of that. And if you have any problem for the other topics also, suppose I am telling you oogenesis and you have any other problem in other topic of biology, then you can ask me that also. In my next video or in very short time, I will try to give that video also. And if you have any language problem, as I am giving all the videos in English, if you have any language problem, then for your information, I am telling you that I can explain the thing in Bengali and in Hindi also. In your own language, you can get my explanation if you want, but you have to tell this in my comment box. So guys, you just give me the comment that what's your problem. I will be always with you.